There are a couple of trends that I want to talk about because I think as things are progressing, we need to understand where video is going. Okay? And if you look at this, the way we started video was live. They used to take it right away, get broadcasted to your TV, et cetera. Then we started having on demand. People like Netflix, right? Something is recorded, you say, I want to watch it. You can watch it at whatever time convenience you want. Then we started having something called semi-live, right? Snapchat is one of those that are semi-live, right? And the newest, and I think the latest trend is real life, okay? And here is the difference of what is happening and what the progress is, and I'll tell you why we're talking about it. When, again, earlier days when you talked about live, it was everything was happening at the same time, mass concurrent audience, okay? When we went to on demand, the audience changed, okay? Because then we went to mass disparate audience because everybody was doing their own thing. I wanted to watch one type of video, somebody wanted to watch something else, another person wanted to watch something else, okay? And it was on their own terms. Now, semi-live, which we talked about just Snapchat stories, right? It has to be watched within 24 hours or you miss out. That's, they call semi-live. Mostly personal audience, okay? And it's an anytime buzz, okay? It's not a real time, but it's an anytime. Now, where we're going now with Periscope, okay? So Twitter has invested or bought into a company called Periscope, which does live videos, okay? Real live videos. Facebook has live streaming, obviously. What YouTube has just done recently, just to compete with Facebook, because Facebook was actually getting ahead in live, they've actually now launched a new live stream version of YouTube as well, okay? Now, this is tune in, watch on your own terms, okay? You can have mass audience, yet it can be personal, right? Because a lot of these are being recorded. So it's not like if you don't tune in now, it gets recorded and you can watch it on your own terms, okay? And it's real time or anytime. Real time if you're tuning in, anytime if you're watching the recorded version of it. And Periscope has a very cool feature, right? You can be anywhere. And again, Facebook has it now and others also have it. On your phone, if you have the app, you start recording. Not recording, you can actually live stream, okay? And the way brands are at times using this is for like launches, right? Somebody will talk about, let's say their launch event is happening. And what they'll do is with their phone, they'll actually live stream the launch event and they'll be commenting on it. So people can either tune in, right, when it's live, but otherwise it'll get recorded and people can watch it at whatever preference this is. And this is the latest trend, is real life. And Facebook has it, YouTube has it, and Twitter has it with Periscope, okay? These three are ahead of the curve in that. I don't know about the others yet, but these three I know for sure have the functionality today on your phone. You can actually do, so I don't know if you saw, some of Facebook people are now starting to share this. It's a live stream that they'll share.
A webinar kind of.
It's not a webinar. See, so webinar, well, sure, you can call it a webinar. But see, the video streaming is a bit different from a webinar, right? The webinar is running presentations, it's doing all of that.
Just to add to it, I'm not 100% correct on this, but the live streaming on Facebook is more about the verified accounts.
A lot of help is available online as well, okay? I was just talking to one of our students saying that, listen, there are courses online that each one of these guys offer. Forget us, right? Facebook has its own, YouTube has its own, everybody has their own. You can actually go through it. If you want to know step by step what to do, then you can probably take that. When it comes to tips and tricks, we can tell you, but when it's step by step, better follow their videos, all right? And plus, it changes, okay? What weird was, as I was creating these presentations, I found that a lot of the steps had changed. And by the way, between the time I created the presentation and I even showed in class, some of the functionality had been added. And I had an issue because I was trying to create an ad, and suddenly in Facebook the other day, they suddenly added a new functionality between the time I showed it in class and by the time I was creating it yesterday. Okay? So I think it's a great way to actually get them to tell you what are the different things that they're doing. Yes.
LinkedIn is not featuring in the video matter.
LinkedIn is superbly behind. Superbly
Because
behind.
the real live action with LinkedIn would be very powerful when professionals can actually be doing some things, and otherwise it
Possibly.
could be
And now with Microsoft buying into LinkedIn, I think that will change quickly. I think you're going to see all these changes come because till now LinkedIn has not had that partner. While Twitter itself is huge, and then obviously Facebook itself is huge. So they've been able to go ahead of LinkedIn in that sense. But I think with Microsoft coming on board, you're going to see a huge change in LinkedIn as well. All right. So this brings us to conclusion of video marketing. Okay. And again, also to the conclusion of social media marketing and all of our marketing lectures. Okay. Next, I think what we're going to talk about in our next class is Google Analytics, okay, which everything that we've talked about till this point wraps into. Okay. Because this is where we get to see all the data, okay, how people are engaging with us, what the conversions are looking like, what is the ROI like. Okay. So that'll be part of our next class. Again, thank you all for joining us.